morning. I'm Pat Cummings. I'm thrilled to be here at the Schomburg. I've done a lot of research here, so this is an excellent resource for writers and illustrators I know. When I started in children's book publishing, way back, thank you, Wade, in 1975, everybody, all of my professors, everybody at Pratt that I had as a teacher, and everybody around me was telling me it's impossible to get into children's books. You can't break into the field. But thankfully, I was 20-something years old, and you don't hear those kind of things. So I saw every publisher I could possibly see in town, and none of that worked. There was a publication called from the Council on Interracial Books for Children.
Right.
And this is someplace, too, that I believe Walter started. I had put some work into that publication, and a publisher that I had already been to see called me and said they had a book for me to do. Not a book they would like me to, to consider me for, but they wanted me to do it, and I was thrilled. And I didn't want to act like I didn't know anything about doing books. And so when the editor said, "Do you know what you're doing?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes." And I didn't have a clue. So I went home, and I knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody who used to date Tom Feelings. And so I called him up, and I said, "Tom, you have to help me out. I don't know what I'm doing." And he was extremely generous.
Yeah.
And one thing I found was because I came in on a wave of Tom Feeling and Jerry Pinkney and Virginia Hamilton and Mildred Pitts Walter, and so there was a real interest in growing the number of people of color in the children's book field, because the percentages were so low at the time. Of all the books that were being done, the people of color were really underrepresented. And from what I understand, the numbers haven't really changed in all those years. This is from 75. I sat on a panel in the mid-'80s with Mildred Pitts Walter, John Steptoe, and Walter Dean Myers that was called a multicultural panel, but we were all black. And I thought, it's not exactly multi, But so in that sense, it has changed. People have become more aware that there needs to be diversity.